Hello, friends. Today we're going to read First Day Jitters by Julie Danneberg. And this is an AR book. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down into the end of her bed. You can see her getting up under the cover, and it looks like her cat is on top of her. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard. And I just hate it. That's all. So that looks like all the kids. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. It looks like they called the police. There's all these missing signs. So he's saying that might happen if she doesn't go to school. They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in bed, just like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. So he's getting real serious now. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged to the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Do you think her head really hurt, or maybe she was just coming up with an excuse to not go to school? They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. She drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. She was so nervous. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mr. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. She was trying to hide. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on. I'll show you where to go. So she seems very friendly. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. So where do you think Sarah's going to go? The class looked up at Mrs. Burton, cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. So I love this story because just like students, teachers get nervous for the first day too. And it looks like she was at a new school. And just like me, she's nervous for the first day. But that's okay. We're all a little nervous. But I'm so glad you're here.